Greetings, fellow pre-collapse archaeologists. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ascendancy, episode 46, Tesseract. I'm just not really sure where the best place to pick up the Doom weapons are. Probably at Mute. So what did those lasers do specifically? If you are referencing a specific weapon, if you just say laser, there's like, I have no idea which laser you're talking about. The more details or the more specific you can be, the more helpful I can be as response. So if you're talking about the ion stuff, it's to, so what that does is it like knocks systems out. So if you get sort of like an EMP, and swarming it like that would just make it like an EMP ship. So it doesn't kill anything. It's just like super annoying where it just constantly knocks your systems out, making you a sitting duck. And sitting ducks get killed by dooms very, very effectively. Hey, there's antimatter blasters here. And quite a lot of them, so I might be able to actually put some in. Oh, ordnance points. I was like, hey, you had more. Let me buy them. Alright, so I think they're... Oh, again, ordnance points. So I'm missing one antimatter blaster, but I bought a whole bunch. Thank you, Arcona. What other systems likely to have antimatter blasters? Maybe one of the military independents. What do I prefer? Front-facing or more arc? I don't have a preference. So how long do I have? Where'd that warning go? They are gonna come and beat me up warning. Huh. I mean, I'll get back there as soon as I'm done shopping. I'm surprised it's not. It was tagged as important, and it's disappeared now. No antimatter blasters here. So, you were asking about the ion cannon? It's a medium-range energy cannon that delivers an electromagnetic pulse. So the joke that I was building, if you were wondering, is the ion pulsars do the same thing. So it's just designing an entire chip to just be one massive EMP. A complete joke, if you will. Yeah, scan me, whatever. Wasn't smuggling anything. They were just being jerks. But the antimatter blasters have very short range, but they're very high damage. And they're not being sold here either. I'll try maybe one more. I'll try like a high-tech place. So the antimatter blasters are technically an energy weapon. The problem is there's not a lot of tri-tech worlds that exist. So there's not a lot of places that I can actually purchase that stuff. As like tri-tech kind of went almost extinct, and then I brought them back. Try Farragut. So there's a bunch of different types of weapons. There isn't just like lasers, because then there's different types of lasers. There's beam weapons and pulse weapons, and you know, so it gets a lot more complicated the more you dig into it. No, they have phase lances and not the antimatter blasts. I already checked this, didn't I? I might just have to suck it up and not have a slot for it. Yeah, so there's ballistics. But yeah, there's of the type. So like in my ship alone, for instance, these are beams. I mostly have a beam ship, so like I've surrounded everything with beams. Beam-based weapons. But there's other types of weapons. So like the antimatter blasters, for instance, are energy weapons, but they're strike weapons with limited charges. And then you have your, like the burst PD lasers are also beams-based. Here is an energy type weapon that is not a beam. It is, it's like a pulse or torpedo or whatever. So there's different types. So for instance, for my ship, you know, I have advanced optics, which improves beams. So that's why I focus mostly on beams. But for the other ships, maybe they won't have beam, you know, focuses on beam-based weapons. So there's a huge variety of types. So like heavy blasters are similar to the antimatter blasters. This doesn't have limited shots, but it's more flux using. Yeah. It gets really complicated, which is why I generally don't go into it too deeply, because I could spend, you know, the entire stream trying to explain the different types of weapons and what they do and the complexity of them. Maybe what I'll do to keep these all the same, built the same, is replace one of the front facing with something else, just to get them all finished. So I'm gonna head back to Sean, I think, and just try to outfit these ships the best I can with the with what I have manufactured. So another reason why I don't particularly enjoy trying to design ships is if you can't manufacture the items yourself, you're stuck shopping around for them, and it just takes like a really long time, which is fine if you're playing for yourself. But when I'm playing on stream, I don't want to just like spend 4 hours shopping for weapons, because oh my god, it sucks. So that's another reason why I'm very hesitant about trying to design a specific type of fleet, because if you don't have the capacity to actually manufacture the required items yourself, you're completely at the mercy of the galactic supply. And for high-tech weapons, given how Tritac is on the ropes, there just isn't a supply of it, which makes it even worse. Alright, so the other front-facing, I'll put an ion cannon there. And then, I think my tac lasers came in? Yes, they did. So in the back, I'll probably put PD bursts, if I have enough. Oh, I don't. I'll put heavy burst defense. So yeah, is this the design I want? Ion pulse, heavy matter blasters. Yeah, this is okay. Auto fit. Done. So that should be just about identical. It has... The difference is the expanded missile racks, which is a really dumb thing to build in here because I'm not using any missiles, but I didn't build that in. I found this ship, so I'm not to blame for that weirdness. So the big dizzy is always going to be a little different. There's no controlling for that. And then I ran out of ion pulsers, or ran out of, what did we not put back here? We needed the heavy burst lasers, so I need one more heavy burst laser to put here. because I don't have one. Got it. I probably don't even have the blueprints for it, I imagine. Nope. Yep. Okay. Because of course. All right. Is there something else I could put in here instead? You know, I'll do ion beams. I don't think it's good. The worry that I have building it in this way with the ion beams instead is it will be very vulnerable to missiles unless the tack lasers like just miraculously decide to be defensive. Oh, all my heavy burst lasers are on my apogees. Okay, that's where they went. Wonder about that. Yeah, okay. I don't love this design. Instead of ion beam, maybe grab beam. Yeah, I think that'd be more useful. Okay, this will have to be good enough. So I don't really know if that attack force is actually coming for me still. Cool, those are identical. Nice. Identical, great. But at least I'm got a bit of a fleet ready for them if they do show. And most of the demods have been pulled off, which is awesome. And I'm just pulling in some extra ships here. So, where did that warning come in? We have, our operatives doing their operative things. I don't see that we have all the logic paths are disrupted and the active gate. Okay. There's no active colony threats. I don't think I'm really going to help Kanta. Like, if they deteriorate, they deteriorate. That's fine. I don't see that there's an incoming invasion, military invasion anymore. I think they gave up. I think whatever threat that they had is gone. Okay. So, ignoring that, work with remnants is going to be the current priority. So at least I have a fleet ready for war, if and when we decide to throw down and actually go to war. But I'm gonna put all the non-demodded ships away for now, just to lower cost, because where I'm headed, I don't really need I don't need like a big fleet. What I need is Marines, a Marine fleet. So I have Sapo here still. Oops, keep putting away my demodded ships. I have Sapo still. So that we can do a little bit of invasions. Nice. So 775 of my best Marines. That sounds pretty reasonable. So the current priority is to go liberate 2 cores from Uruk, which is an independent world, which also means that I need to turn off my transponder once I get close, because I don't really need anyone hating me for what I'm about to do. Petters. Oh, I also have a mantle boar? I do. So, not gas giant, non-habitable. Let's bring that down as well. Because pretty soon Steel Boot will have mining built, and we'll benefit from setting up a mantle boar. So I'm just gonna drive that over now, and then I'll go free the cores. You think the attack failed? I wasn't really looking for it, but yeah, if I don't see it pending, it failed. Definitely. Pet the dogs. Hey, bud. Oh, I think Rylus just got rid of his last D-mod. Yep. So now we only have 2 D-mods on Big Dizzy. I like this system with all its, like, stability points and all that, but what is unfortunate is the gate's not close to the planets. It's a little inconvenient. Oh, it's not Uruk, it's Urid. So it's a gravity well, and I'm turning off my transponder now. It's a gravity well to the north section. Got it. So it's this gravity well. Dropping in and going all pirate style. Because I don't need them pissed at me. I wonder if we can do this without destroying the orbital station. We can. And I can use a story point just to help the Marines out, not die. And done. We gained the 2 beta cores that we were tasked to grab. And of course, this was an old mission of captive cores. So a little reminder, because it has been a long time. I was contacted by Special Agent N, which was a remnant that hacked my transponder device that asked for me to come to Urid here and liberate 2 cores that were being kept captive, and I can either bring them to Basilia back to N or hand them over to the Persean League. You guys obviously want me to bring them to Basilia, so let's go do that. So the raid is done. That was really easy because I had such amazing Marines. It was not that difficult at all. And then we want to go to Basilia to make contact with N again. And I can turn my transponder on because nobody's around that knows that I did misdeeds here. The reward did not cover the cost of Marines? Well, this wasn't like a trying to be profitable quest. The cost didn't matter. It wasn't an ends justifying the means type situation. Monthly income, 111. That's because of the stocks withdrawn. Plus the increased costs of supporting 2 new colonies. Alright, here we are. Special Agent N. Cores you possess. Magnificent. Please transfer them, that their own kin they be returned to. I'm handing them over. The avatar on your display seems to flicker for a moment. The remnant's imitation of facial expression. Identifier amongst self-kind. Midnight Dissident. On Basilia. Seek out self again. Collaborate. Strengthen partnership. Untold rewards possible. I gained a story point for it. I increased my relationship with Midnight Dissident by 7 and increased my relationship with the remnants by 5. So now there's a contact here, and I can ask for regular work. So I can ask about a blue, I can have a supply of ships. I can buy blueprints. Of course, these blueprints are for AI warships, which I don't use. I can ask for bounties, which I don't really want to do bounties, because the issue with bounties is they're going to have me attack potential allies of mine. Secret package delivery, where I smuggle things in. You know, I'm going to accept this, just because I'm interested in dead drop. And buy security codes for other factions. I can also return AI cores to them. You know, but that does mean giving up AI cores that I would necessarily install. So the long-term disadvantage of working with the remnants is my ability to start farming cores goes to 0. Because as soon as I'm worrying about the faction relationship between me and the remnants, I can't go around killing them for any bonuses, right? So we did at least knock that one quest off, meaning that we can continue to quest with the remnants, which I will add to the priority list here. Just know that if we do that, farming for alpha cores and beta cores and things like that becomes difficult. All right. So what do you want me to work on next? Up to you guys. Give you a little time, and while you vote on that, I am going to go drop my Marines off because I don't need a giant army of Marines sitting in my ship. So we can treasure hunt and explore. One of the things I could do is potentially try to take on the Shunt's defenses around Asphodel. There's a few things I would want to do before I do that, but that could be option number 2. I could obtain the other end of the anchor, or continue working with the remnants, or go to war with the faction. Totally up to you guys. Big Dizzy only has one more D-mod. Nice. So one of the things I would want to do... Oh, wow, that was easy. I was going to say, if I wanted to take on the... colloquially, they're called Doritos, just because they look like Doritos. But if I wanted to take on the Defenders of the Shunt, I would want more salvage rigs. And it just so happened that they were being offered for sale. So, yeah. I'll take it. And then I'm also going to reassign skills here for salvaging. So that instead of field repairs, I salvage post-battle salvage increases. Those that know, know. Those that don't know, don't know. If you know why I'm doing this, you get it. I just don't want to tell you as it's a bit of a spoiler. Right, so here's my new rigs, each with their own drives. Okay, cool. So we have 2 unnamed salvage rigs ready to go. I no longer need you. Bye-bye. And it looks like you guys will want me to do a little treasure hunting. Got it. So that, my only worry with that is, I'm gonna be a wee bit broke at the end of this. Because what I'm doing and where I'm going is expensive. But, that's okay. So, clear the tap. It sounds so peaceful, doesn't it? Oh, just clear the tap. Oh boy, if only it was easy. So are salvage rig bonuses additive? Yes, but with diminishing returns. Oh. Open market, people. I don't want that. Actually, 50 a unit or 38 a unit, I will take open market, people. 25 or 25, it doesn't matter where I get my fuel. 100 or 101. I mean, it's not a big difference, but... Okay. I might want to have extra crew, just because I totally anticipate having some crew loss here. Not that I want people to die, but I think they will die. I'm going to pull all of my captains out of ships, because they're auto-assigned to, like, salvage rigs and the like. Just doesn't make any sense. Okay, so now my officers are in the better ships. Cool. Anything I'm missing? I think that's everything. Okay. End of this month is going to be real expensive. Might have to go, like, questing or charity run or stop boosting my, my hazard pay or something. We'll see. Alright, so I'm heading to Asphodel. Going to Lilin, I think, is the closest. And I'm just gonna preface where I might have to save scum here. We'll see. I'll try not to. I'm gonna fight as if I don't, but, you know, we'll see. I forgot that Asphodel has, like, tons and tons of stuff in the solar system. There's so many gravity wells here. Yeah, one for each planet. Speed of my slowest ship? 9? Oh boy. Hegemony is getting just completely roasted. Alright, what ships got damaged? The Doom. I'm gonna waste a little bit of time just so that Doom can recover and repair. I guess it's not a waste of time. I'm just waiting for it to not get broken. Oh, a Pirate Eradicator blueprint. Already have it. And that raffle was for... what was that for? The name raffle. Oh, the rigs. I guess while we're here, Doom needs... Oh, it's really damaged. Needs a while until it's fixed up enough. But there is the Hyper Shunt. And that's what we're going to be doing as soon as the Doom repairs. I just don't want to start with my phase ship. Phase ships already, as it is, burns through their combat readiness. So having one that is damaged is like a kind of a bad idea if I'm relying upon it for damage. So I'll just poke about the planets here to see if there's treasures or the like. Oh, look! I'm not, like, bankrupt. My stocks withdrawn didn't, like, bankrupt me, which is nice. I was kind of expecting it to be honest. Alright, so the Doom will be good pretty soon. That's good. and everything's been demod removed. That's cool. Oh, an old mining station. Oh! That's a lot of ore. I don't think I need 43,000 ore. In fact, I don't need any of it. Ore doesn't sell enough. Like, trying to move that to market will cost more fuel and supplies than I would make money. Hence the just dumping it. Alright, I think it's time for the big fight. Doom's fixed. Yep, so we're ready to go. I wish my my other captains were higher level, but oh well. They'll live, or they won't. I don't know which. Alright, here we go. Oh, what? War between us and the Luddite Church? How about no right now? I'm a little busy. So it failed. Cool. I didn't say no and I will defy you if you say yes. I just said no. Your fleet approaches a coronal hypershunt. This class of megastructure once powered the unfathomable industry might, or industrial might, of the domain, putting the human civilization well beyond Kardashev Type 2 status. It is capable of extracting energy on an astronomical scale directly from the linked star. Losing control of an active coronal hypershunt without following proper shutdown procedures can prove disastrous. As your fleet moves into the close holding orbit, an executive summary of the hypershunt's specifications is helpfully presented by your tripad's pseudo-AI assistant. The bridge sounds an alert, as several previously undifferentiated shapes detach themselves from the superstructure and smoothly accelerate towards your fleet just as you finish reading. And for safety, reasons of safety, automated defense drones are no longer a standard feature. So, we have 2 identified vessels heading my way. Your tactical officer waves your attention. We're close enough to the mag field generated by the megastructure that the anticipated combat volume should be unaffected by the star's corona. Mostly, however, they examine the console. The hostiles, their unknown profile, incoming fast. So here we go. I don't have the points to field the Doom. So yeah, let's do an apogee. Everybody be around me. And shields up immediately. So you'll see why they are called Doritos. But they are attack Tesseracts. And they behave very differently than normal ships. Oh, one Aurora's already gone. Come on, Tesseract. Don't run for me. Yeah, shoot the monitor. That's good. One's obviously right behind me because my tack lasers behind are shooting backwards. So I gotta be careful. Oh, there goes another Aurora. I gotta be careful about the flux is what I was gonna try to say, because if the, I don't need 2, oh, there goes the monitor. I don't need 2 of them fighting me at once. It'd be really nice if someone, like, that did high... Ooh, I didn't mean to bend. That was a misclick. Well, one Tesseract just got disabled, I think from the Reaper launchers of the Legions, so good job, Legions. I just lost the whole front section of my Paragon and also my engines. I can't move. So, if you might have noticed, when the big Tesseract blew up, it formed smaller ones. So it formed a Dextral Shock Shard and a Armor Breaker Facet. So, it's one of these situations where you, like, break one and you get more. Kind of like a Hydra design, if you will. There goes another mod. I'd like my engines back, please and frickin' thank you. I'm sitting duck, I can't move. Oh, engine's online. Thank goodness. This thing is just camping me hard. I can't even do anything. My flux is too high, and it's like sitting on my head. Wants me dead. Can someone shoot it, please? Oh, that worked out! Oh! I dropped my shields so that I couldn't go flux max, and I just like nuked it when its shields wasn't facing me. What a dirty move. Well, now I'm a sitting duck again, but that's okay. Because... oh, there goes a monitor. There's nothing for me to deploy at the moment. As soon as my engines are back up, I'll start fighting again. Come on, engines. There we go. Engines back up. Alright, almost got this facet down. Trying to keep the Legions alive so that we don't have so many crew death. And out of the facets, we have more sinister shield breaker shards. So as you can see, the theme of this fight is you keep blowing them up until they get smaller and smaller and smaller until there's nothing left. Oh, there goes an Omen and an Apogee. Ouch, that's expensive. Give me more ships. I think this Legion is not doing so hot. I'll try to help it. And then, contrary to what it looks like, these small little things are actually ships. They're not deployed from a carrier. They are attack shards as well. So you need to blow them up too. Yeah, space Mariashka nesting dolls. Yeah, more or less. So these are like not deployed from a carrier where blowing up the carrier has them the fighters go bye-bye. They are actual just micro ships. And they're hard to hit for a big honker like me. We fared pretty... oh, I missed. Fared pretty well. There it is. Alright. 560 crew dead. But we rescued about almost 70. We got 2 D-mods on Rylus, but like that could be worse. And then here is the real victory. So we gained a reality disruptor. So, tiny spoiler, I'm going to turn blue for the duration of the spoiler. The weapons that you get from some of these unique fights are finite in the galaxy. There aren't a lot of these, like, special type enemies. So the reason to bring the salvage rigs is to try to gain as many of these special weapons as possible because you don't have a lot of chances to earn these. Just a tiny spoiler, but I figured I would spoil it anyway. Alright, so we got a reality disruptor out of this fight, which is a large suppression synergy weapon type. We have a volatile particle driver. We've got 4 resonance MRMs. We got a cryo blaster. We got a disintegrator. We got 3 antimatter SRMs. We have 3 rift lances, 3 shock repeaters, and 1 mini pulsar. So these are kind of special items. Whole bunch of experience. Salvage crews aboard the structure at key points, and soon reports come in of extensive wear and damage. It is difficult to assess the entire structure in detail, but it is clear that it is not operable in its current state. However, with most mega-scale domain technology from late pre-collapse era, the coronal hypershunt features fantastic self-repair capabilities and requires only sufficient resources to be made available. So, if we want to bring this thing back online, we need to bring it 20,000 metals, 5,000 transplutonic metals, and 1,000 people. Nice. Your tripad chimes in with help analysis. If brought online, this structure allows a colony within 10 light years to establish 1 additional industry, provided it has a hyper shunt tap installed and can maintain a healthy supply of transplutonic metals. Ancient schematics in the tripad's memory indicates that particular cargo area dedicated to storing these taps, but salvage crews report that it is empty. I already have 2 taps. Cool. So if you're wondering, again, further wondering, let's salvage. Yep, there we go. It's probably worth bringing online once JBDG's 2 planets could actually benefit a little bit more from an extra industry. Essentially, right now, I couldn't really make the money that we would have to shove into the shunt in order to get that online. But we have it. What do you want me to do now? If you want me to go to the other shunt, vote 2. If you want me to do something else, like go to war, vote war. Or whatever else in between. And while we do that, I want to do the dead drop. I'm going to drop off my fleet, unless you're voting for me to do something with the fleet. But I want to do the dead drop opportunity. But yeah, that was it's a tough fight. Those Dorito fights are tough. Those Dorito ships are very, very hard to kill. And I got sneaky / lucky, if I will. If I do say so myself. Where like I ganked it by like jebaiting it and dropping my my shields and just like nuking it, which was a really funny way to kill it, I gotta say. Thank you for tuning in to Starsector Ascendancy, which originally streamed live on Twitch, August 20th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow captains.